held a cabinet meeting underwater, right, to highlight the threat of global warming to the Maldives. But in February, Mohammed Nasheed was ousted in what he described as a coup at gunpoint. Well, he's joining us live via Skype from the capital of the Maldives, and it's just amazing to get you there because I know you can't get to a camera. You don't have a station that will actually allow you to do that. First of all, who's in charge in your country right now?
Well, the previous dictatorship is back again, and with that, and also with more support from the Islamic radicals, the military and the police, they are in control with our vice president as a facade. We've had this situation since February 7th, and the people of the Maldives are asking for an election and to have an election during the course of this year. The more longer it takes us without an election, the dictatorship is getting entrenched, and they are in fact skewing the situation to such an extent where a free and fair election cannot happen.
Are you trying? Sure, I'm sorry. Are you trying to get your job back? Do you feel like you are even safe where you are?
Well, actually, my presidency is not the issue here. The issue is that the people of the Maldives, for the first time in 2008, was able to have a free and fair election, a multi-party election, and they were able to choose a president for themselves. They want to be governed by someone that they elect, not someone that is formed through brute force. So we have to have an election, and these elections have to happen quickly. If we don't have it, the dictatorship is getting consolidated, and more and more time lapses by, and election becomes more and more elusive.
Are you worried that the situation in your country is deteriorating, that you have what looks like to us is really a very chaotic situation?
Well, it's very rapidly slipping away. Democratic gains made since 2006, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, they are slipping away. Media is under threat. The Islamic radicals are getting more and more powerful. The previous dictatorship is getting entrenched. Human rights abuses are becoming rampant. The economy is doing very, very badly. Tourist arrivals are falling rapidly. The country is going into debt, and we are going into a very serious situation. At the same time, we have the people of the Maldives out on the streets every day and every night calling for an election. We must have an election as quickly as possible in the Maldives.
Now, you caught our attention because recently you left your country to promote a documentary that is featuring you because you're trying to save the island from going underwater, essentially. That documentary is called The Island President, and you were making the rounds, and you even appeared on the Daily Show, and you seemed to have a pretty good sense of humor about what was going on. I want to play a clip for our audience here.
Are you a fugitive now in the Maldives?
Well, the fact that I'm able to be on your show, I hope, would give me some security and safety. I'll be seen, and hopefully they wouldn't murder me. They tried to do that.
That's why you're here today?
They tried to do that on purpose.
You have risked your life to be here. I really should have watched that movie.
So you do have a pretty good sense of humor about that, about what's taking place. But go ahead. Seriously, how do you plan to try to get your country and your mission back on track? Because you have this documentary out there that really calls attention to a very serious problem about your island.
Well, climate change is a serious issue, and it is happening now. We must believe in it. And we must act now. That we have to be able to come up with a legally binding agreement that limits carbon emission. We have the new technology which is available where we can have a more low carbon development strategy. Developing countries can do that. Developed countries can do that. And we must all get together and get it sorted. We can't have cut deals with laws of nature. And this is real, and it is happening. The people on this planet must understand that there are natural boundaries to everything. And we must be able to live within it.
Did you feel like making the rounds, the Daily Show, and the documentary, do you think it's helping people in your country? Do they feel like people are paying attention to what's going on there?
Well, yes, vast majority of people are, I'm sure even now, watching this. And I like to say this to them. Tomorrow, hopefully, would be Ramadan. And I like to say Ramadan Mubarak to all Maldivians and to all the Muslims around the world. Yeah, Maldives is probably the first Muslim country before the Arab Spring to come up with a democratic setup, or rather a democratic elections.
Okay.
We were able to do it in 2008. Maldives in very many ways are very similar to what is happening in the Middle East. President Gayoom, for instance, used to be in the same university as Mubarak. So there are so many similarities that is going on. I would like to extend my Ramzan greetings to all the Muslims.
All right. Well, happy Ramadan to you as well. We appreciate the greetings there. And obviously, please get back to us. Let us know what is taking place in your country, whether or not you get your job back, or whether or not there are democratic elections that can be restored there. And we certainly hope that you are safe as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.